isn't it? Ah. Give me the good one. It's intense for me to use the good one. Okay. Now that we've done that, play the actual video game. If it'll let me. Okay, yeah, the prologue is done, and then Kanto 1. The more I think about it, yeah, why is Kurokumo Rodia a 3-star? I don't know, they just probably needed something. Because if you think about it, Seo is just a henchwoman, too. Alright, let's see. Chapter 1-1 is called Vroom-Vroom. Hold on, before I do that. So I just realized I have more currency in here. A server error has occurred. My favorite reward. There we go. I forgot, you can claim those, can't you? So, actually, I can extract more. So I've gotten this one already. Can I try to get this level 3 one? Day 1 troubles gang. Look, right, it's not that big of a deal. I actually only have 740. Standard extraction is the same price, I'll just do this. Because, you know, wait, for 1300? Oh, you know what, that's probably... Oh!
제가 도와드릴 게 있나요?
LCCB Assistant Manager. Okay. It was only a 2-star, but okay, I'll take it. I'll equip it too. I don't know what LCCB is in the context of the story. When the cracks are colored red, it's a 2-star. Ah, okay, that makes sense. And I'm guessing gold is a 3-star. I don't know what ego is, but I also don't really care. All right, yeah, I'll wait until I get the rest of them before I do any other polls. Game is easy enough right now to not have to gacha. Yeah, but why not? You know. Vroom-Vroom. Let's see, we have 600 and what right now? 630? 610. Yeah, we'll have 1300 at the end of it. The ride is awkward and intimidating. Even though I have been handed the title of manager, I have no idea what to do at the time like this. I decided to ask the sinner with a bug's arm where we're currently headed. Yeah, because the first... Lobcore Christmas Buffet. Alright. Yeah, because I knew that the first chapter had to do with Gregory himself.
베르. 앞에 장애물이 있어. 부릉부릉.
Permission to vroom-vroom. That's beautiful. The chatter was what finally got me to open my eyes. After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. Not that there was much else to do on a bus whose destination was unknown to me. My lack of head and memories certainly don't help either.
그래, 계속 지나가자고.
응, 덜컹덜컹.
Here come bumpity bumps.
비싼 세정제야. 베르가 큰맘 먹었다고 그랬어.
Expensive washer fluid. Is there a way to hide the text? Because I would love to go back and get images of all these splash screens. The clumps stuck to the window gently dissolve, letting light through. Many different sets of eyes on the bus are lethargically facing forward. Felt like a pretty gruesome scene, but based on the others' reactions, maybe this kind of violence is common in the city. Click on the 3 lines in the upper right corner. This does not hide the dialogue at all. Hey. Felt rather awkward to close my eyes again now that I was wide awake. That's when the conspicuously bearded man grabbed my attention. On the prohibited icon. This? Oh, that's nice. Okay, good to know. I mean, glasses. Know where we're going right now. A feature far more conspicuous than his beard made me slip.
방금 벌레 양반이라고 부르려고 했지?
You almost called me bug guy, didn't you?
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 그레고르요. 당신이 시계 대가리가 아니라 단테라고 불리듯이.
I couldn't find any excuses, so I just gave back a light nod.
어이, 기사 양반. 우리 지금 어디로 가는 거야?
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 카론이요. 당신이 벌레 양반이 아니라 그레고르라고 불리듯이.
True. She got you there, Gregor.
본전도 못 건졌네.
베르가 말했어. 수감자들은 사구로 간다.
사구! 방금 사구라고 말했는가? 그곳은 연두낭자의 출신지로 유명하지. 영웅의 발자취는 그때부터 시작되었다네. 바야흐로.
A grass maiden. The way that it being Don speaking makes me think the grass maiden is also a color. Because why would she talk about anybody else in that way?
아까부터 시끄럽게 쫑알쫑알. 입 다물고 조용히 좀 가지.
No.
나는 아까까지 입을 다물고 있었네만.
말 대답하지 말라고.
I instantly have a favorite. Oh, who is it then? Because you haven't seen all of them.
이봐요. 본인이 더 시끄럽다는 건 알아요?
죽어도 살아난다고 해서 아프지 않은 건 아니야. 한 번만 더 주둥이 놀려봐.
Wow, Heathcliff is just mean.
옳은 말을 했는데도 돌아오는 게 폭력이라니. 수준 알만하네요.
Cold, don't do that. I contemplated for a second. Should I step in? Is this the part where I exercise my authority as the manager with dignity and grace? Faint memory urges me to do something. I need to say it unless they find me. No, guys. It's inadvisable to lose your clue. Alright.
모분조도
Okay.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지지. 도야지 같은 새끼들.
What?
이유 없는 폭력은 용서받을 수 없다네. 그대는 내가 응징하지.
아, 이럴 줄 알았어. 옷에 피가 튀었잖아. 저기, 꼭 내 옆에서 싸워야겠어?
Alright, so Kate's favorite is Don. Alright. Violence. I must be mad. We haven't even reached our destination and they've already killed 3. Of our own, that is.
이거 잠깐 한눈이라도 팔려고 하면 사고를 치는군. 너희 넷 이번 달 버스 청소다.
어째서? 본인은 정의를 구현했을 뿐인 것을.
Dante, help.
잠깐, 내 옷 빨래도 포함시켜줘. 피는 와인이랑은 다르게 잘 안 빠진단 말이야. 비싼 건데.
No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors-to-be littering the floor. Maybe they're already taking their indefinite revivals for granted. But I don't even know how exactly I'm supposed to bring them back.
단테, 시계를 돌려주시겠습니까?
Ishmael and Heathcliff were about to fight each other, so Yoshu slit their throats, and while she was gloating, Don stabbed Yoshu through the back of the head. Yeah. Turn the clock. Well...
그런 모양새면 어리둥절한 표정이라는 건가? 기억해두죠. 파우스트 씨.
Virgilius gives Faust a tired nod and gestures to me. She let out a small sigh, but still came to my seat, probably out of a sense of obligation.
처음 만났던 날에도 당신이 했던 일을 말하는 거예요, 단테. 그때는 본능으로 해냈던 거겠지만. 자, 다시 해보죠. 눈을 감으세요.
Though I have no eyes to close, blocking out my sight is something I've done. I had no reason not to follow Faust's instruction here.
사실 문은 어디에나 있어요.
In fact, the door is everywhere.
그러나 당신에게만 보이죠. 왜냐하면 당신의 하늘엔 별이 지지 않았으니까.
At that, I felt a thread of light creep into my sight. As if to open my eyes, I embraced that light. Then I saw a space. I was alone there, and a massive door stood before me. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Suffocating heat and agonized cries seeped through the gap. Hearing the endless laments and wailing for even a split second makes me feel faint. However, I'm approaching the door, grasping at its handles as if it's what I was born to do. Despite being seemingly heavy, pulling it open was surprisingly easy. I grope about in the door. Thousands upon thousands of last wails lay within. And reaching inside, I grab a few unknown hands. I can feel the histories of different sins bearing their brands crawl up my hand onto my arm.
고통을 나눌 준비가 되었나요?
Could that have been a question, or rather pressure to comply? Pulled forth the sinners, grasping my hand with all my strength. Terrible pain spreads through my neck and head. So crushingly severe it makes me wish I were dead. The indescribable sensation of bone and muscle twisting, entangling with each other, goes on for what feels like an eternity. My legs weren't prepared to endure all this agony. I fell to kneel atop the pool of blood in helplessness. Then I see it. Trembles in the bloody pools, gradually growing into waves and bubbles rising from the floor. Soon, that blood soaking the ground coalesced into 3 masses. Then the agony that seemed to last forever vanished just like that. As lumps of blood rose into the air and flew away, my sight was cleared of dreadful redness, returning to the grumbling bus.
목이 베어졌다가 붙어버린 신경은 어떻지? 두근거리던가?
Right as Heathcliff is restored to consciousness, he rubs his neck, mutters vulgar words, and approaches Ryoshu. Hold on, I just brought you back and you're going straight into another fight. Heathcliff turns around and glare at me. His eyes are those of a man devoured by blind fury.
어차피 살리는 게 대기 할 일 아닌가? 할 거 있으면 그 가짜는 시계 대가리째로 부수기 전에 저리 짜져 있어.
Wow, he's mean.
잠깐만요. 단테 씨가 괴로워하시는 것 같은데 이쯤에서
Before he could finish, Heathcliff's steel bat caved in the side of Sinclair's head. The incoherent gurgles of a dying person violated my ears.
시계 대가리, 다음번엔 널 으깰 거야. 이만하면 알아들었지?
정말 생긴 대로라더니 천박하게도 구네요.
I mean, Sinclair didn't know what he was doing,
한
let's
번
be honest.
죽어서는 만족을 못하나?
Heathcliff tightens his grip on the bat, and Ishmael is ready to swing her weapon as well. Have I seriously become the manager of people who can't be stopped even by death? While I was lost in thought, all tension in the bus suddenly dropped and froze over.
이거 아무래도 제대로 교정해둬야겠어.
Uh-oh. They made Virgil mad. The sinners on a collision course stopped dead in their tracks. A cold pair of red eyes cast their glare between the two.
첫 번째 규칙. 버스 안에서는 무기 부딪히는 소리가 들리지 아니한다. 이 순간 이후로 이 규칙이 깨어지면 너희는 내게 제발 죽여달라고 애원하게 될 거야. 난 충분히 그럴 수 있는 사람이야. 알지?
Sinclair's writhing on the floor was the only sound breaking the silence. Heathcliff glowered but couldn't bring himself to argue back.
단테, 미안하게 됐습니다. 시계를 한 번만 더 돌려주시죠.
I have to do that again. I'd rather die than have to bear that harrowing pain once more. I waggled my head in dejection. The faint hint of a smile on Virgilius's face vanished as his expression shifts.
내가 아직 사과와 부탁을 하고 있을 때 문을 여는 게 좋을 텐데 관리자한테. 아, 단지 아픔이 두려운 거라면, 그래서 고개를 젓는 거라면 기꺼이 도와드리겠습니다. 그 정도의 고통에는 눈 하나 깜빡 안 하게 말이죠. 그럼 견딜 수 있지 않겠습니까?
내가 잘못 들은 건가? 관리자님이 분명 거부 의사를 내비쳤던 것 같은데.
오케이.
당신, 끼어드는 박자가 잘못됐군.
입사할 때 나의 상관은 네가 아니라 관리자님이라고 분명히 들었다.
Fair, but also don't do that.
관리자께서 고개를 저었다면 의미는 충분히 전달되었다고 보는데.
그래, 보좌관께서 나서시겠단 말인가? 그렇다면 보좌관께도 충분한 의미를 전달해 주어야겠군.
The red hue of his eyes grew deeper, much to my dread. I don't really know what I'm meant to do as the manager, or if I even deserve to take this role. But I felt that I should at least stop things here so we don't get into an even bigger mess. Reviving one should hurt less than reviving 12 at once. Otis, I'll rewind the clock. It's okay. Virgilius noticed me motioning her to stand down and withdrew the red glow from his glare as if in mutual understanding.
잘 생각하셨군.
관리자께서 그러시겠다면.
Otis seemed to want to add her input, but she promptly backed down and straightened herself out. The red door greeted me again, along with the twisting sensation. I've given up trying to describe the throes I go through. Words can't express it in full anyway.
고맙습니다.
Sinclair stood up with a pained moan and bowed to me before waddling back to his seat. So, I mean, I've actually read the entire Odyssey. So I kind of understand... Well, they gave me rewards just for watching a cutscene, okay. Dance time? After being asked a favor I couldn't turn down, I was forced to bear a series of pains worse than death rewinding the clock. The bus fell quiet in a less than pleasant way, and I kept my mouth shut. Let's hope nothing else happens until we reach District 4. Ooh, I can see the enemy info first. Conditions unmet! Okay, it doesn't let me see them until I've done it once. And that's what the Enkephalin is for. You can only play a certain amount of the game every day. Which is honestly fine. I don't really care about that. Do we want to bring Otis? I don't know. I mean, I don't like... Wait, what? Oh, I can only have 4 in this one. Okay. So there are limits to how many people you can bring in, and that's going to be definitely fun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these 4 should be alright. They actually have equipment. You get Enkephalin for leveling up as a manager. It goes over the cap, so you can keep going at least through the first chapter. Well, that's what I would expect. I would hope, anyway.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
Regularly switching your team up. The ones that don't go in to fight still get XP, but they get significantly less. That makes sense. Standard gacha energy system, except you seem to be able to bank some. Yeah, that's good. Don Quixote suddenly raised her hand.
첫 번째 규칙은 이해했다네. 그럼 두 번째는 무엇인가?
What is the second rule?
나 참. 아니 그걸 왜 굳이 나서서 물어보는 거야?
Virgilius gave a cold stare to Ryoshu, who had just lit her cigarette. She looked back at him with a peculiar face.
두 번째 규칙. 버스 바닥에 담배 꽁초 버리지 마. 자국 남으니까.
Yeah, I have a... If she is formerly a member of the Ring, like I think, it would make sense that Virgil doesn't like her. The bus falls silent again.
잠깐. 버스에 정적이 흐르면 안 되지. 엔진 소리는 어디 갔나? 캐론, 왜 속도를 안 내는 거지?
밥이 없어. 메피가 배고파해.
잘 됐군. 분위기를 좀 환기시키지.
Are we dropping by a gas station? The idea of Virgilius casually plugging a fuel nozzle into the bus like an average driver felt alien.
차가 움직이려면 연료가 필요하지. 캐론, 헤드라이트를 깜빡거려봐. 무대 조명처럼.
응, 댄스 타임이야.
잠깐. 헤드라이트까지 켜면 습격받기 딱 좋은 상황이잖아요.
그걸 노린 거군.
Thanks, mere salt.
네?
I could hear someone slam the bus outside.
에이! 가진 거 다 놓고 내려. 30초 준다. 10, 9.
You got 30 seconds. 10. Number nuts hooligan.
이봐! 20이 빠졌잖아. 그럼 20초 동안은 기도나 하고 있어라.
왜 이렇게 주변에 모자란 사람들이 많은 건지.
I'm surrounded by dullards.
뭐라고 했냐?
비겁하게 습격을 하다니 틀림없는 악인들이로군.
자, 다들 내려. 그리고 말이야. 최대한 죽지 않을 만큼만 해줘. 알지?
We want them near death, not dead. Got it? Excuse me? What's up, mouth? How are you? Ishmael really is I'm surrounded by idiots. Well, I haven't... It's been a while since I read Moby Dick, so... Jeez, this is one of those game launches, apparently. Yeah, there's some issues, apparently, but I've been getting server errors, but they haven't stopped me from playing the video game, so I'm okay with it. Alright, what do you do? Clumsy chop. Slash it is. Wait. Slash. Yeah, okay. Wait. Number nuts hooligan, sharp hooligan. There are two number nuts. 3 burn! Okay. Okay, if paralysis is as broken as it was before, then that's really good. Poise and gain poise and inflict bleed.
이대로 가보자고.
Yeah, I'm not expecting these first fights to have like any challenge to them whatsoever.
역시 모르네.
It just got kicked out and it refuses to connect now? Oof. Well, I'm glad that... It's probably because a lot of people are trying to connect, right? That's what my guess would be anyways.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
I should be looking at whether or not I'm getting attacked, shouldn't I? Never mind, I took 1 damage. Only Ishmael. Bruh. Ishmael is... I mean... I think this is fine.
교전 시작합니다.
We should have no problem killing this guy this turn. There's a bunch of bigger streamers giving the game a whirl, and that brings in crowds. Yeah. Did you get the Blade lineage fit too? Yeah, everybody gets it. It's free with the game because that many people follow them on Twitter.
갈갈이 베어버렸어. 기보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Most valued employee, 48%. Only Rodian took damage, dang. And you get more from even the fights, dang. Wow. 2 of 11? This is a loud chapter. Okay. I just got a ton of random identities from my duties. I don't know what's from where. The phone users, I'm curious how good or bad the battery drain is for this. That is actually a good question. That's pretty standard. I don't play... Gotcha? Cass just lived through the server crash? I can still play the video game. So... It still says that Techno is playing the game 5 times, by the way. Can you not continue if you crash? No, once the server maintenance is back up, you'll be able to continue regardless. Here, I'm gonna try to make this... I'm gonna try to show this on stream quick. Fit to screen. There we go. Now you can see it. Look at how many times I'm playing this video game. And, yeah, we can go in with this. I wanted to bring
돌격 준비 완료.
Otis. I want to keep bringing these two because I want to level them up.
네, 출발하죠.
But let us proceed finally. Getting an error code again instead of maintenance. Yeah, back to your regularly scheduled program. With a guttural noise, the side of the bus lurches and splits open. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious, while others weren't exactly in one piece. Then the bus began devouring those served to it in the most literal sense. Gluttonously, voraciously. Of course, Ryoshu's happy about it. Ryoshu watched it with a satisfied expression, seemingly determined to savor every moment. While in the corner of my eye, Sinclair was clearly distressed.
다들 제정신이 아닌 것 같아요. 그렇지 않나요?
His reaction got me curious to know their stories. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Though what I was involved in before my head's change is a mystery, I myself was practically forced to join the company, judging from what I know at the moment. And maybe they aren't so different from me, or so I thought when... Sinclair's head drooped in response, like I struck a nerve.
그래요. 맞아요. 이건 제 선택이죠. 전부 익숙해질 거야. 그렇지?
He muttered as if he were talking to someone other than me.
입사하지 않았어도 했을 일이요. 저기 또 악의 무리가 달려드네.
Yon horde of evil approaches. Brilliant. Error 11205, gang. That's very specific. Yeah, most of this is going to be just the same enemies, I'm guessing. 2 blues. No.
죄를
Slash time.
새겨주겠어.
Whoa. I'm being outrolled. I mean, kind of, not really. Yeah, the game is going to be very easy at the start. Gotten him.
흉터의 결과요.
Oh, Newbert has the same error. Yeah, have a good time. Clever.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Oh!
그렇게 모르진 않네. 역시
Oh my god.
모르네.
G-Corp is the bug people. I just made that connection. Look at Otis. She's got the bug horns. The maintenance sign is back? Oh no. That means it's gonna be back for me too.
돌격합니다. 공격. 다음은 어디입니까?
She just pointed at that guy and he died. It's back. Thank you. I know. The first thing I have to do is claim these because I did this. I don't actually know what this is. Raises an identities level up to 10. Oh, 2 up to 10. So it's a +1. Got it. So yeah, welcome everybody to the Limbus. We're going to start today by doing some Gregor extractions because I have some lunacy and I have 3 of the free tickets from that they distributed due to the issues. But how's it going, Confused Biscuit? How's it going, Lotus? How's it going, Pelorius? Hope you're all having a good afternoon. What's your roster looking like right now? Not much different. I haven't played at all since the last time I streamed. So it's exactly the same. I've chosen to spam you with Limbus emotes? Okay. I don't have a problem with that. How's it going, Jen? It has been a long time, hasn't it? How have you been, sir? But we're just gonna start because I want Gregor. Because I like him. Oh, I have 4 of them? Okay, we're doing 60 pulls then. How you like Limbus thus far? Stream singular. I didn't get to play much of it, so I'm still kinda on the fence, but I'm willing to keep playing it for the story, so... The question is whether or not I'll play it on my own time, is basically the big thing right now. Oh yeah, we've got 4 free tickets and I got a bunch of lunacy, so I wanna just play the game. How are you, Khadgar, by the way? Let's see what we end up getting. 2 stars. That's not bad. Gregor Besman, boy. Hey, Neutral, how's it going? Mostly watched YouTube library, but glad to catch a stream. Hey, welcome in. And hello, Techno, as well. Dante loving those tickets. Yeah, I'm glad that they're giving free stuff due to the server maintenance. It's nice. Oh, they were just the Gregors we already had. Okay. That makes sense. I'm not expecting to get anything, like, super good. Because I never get anything super... That's 2 2-stars, a 3-star, and an ego, so never mind. That's pretty good. How are you, Tim? How are you, Multi? Hey, Gold. Wait, is Gold here? No, he's not. I didn't expect anything. The question is, how many of these are new?
거슬리는 게 있다면
Oh,
난 그림자조차 베어버려.
I got the Kurakumo thing for Ryoshu. Wait, she has a Kurakumo skin? And it's a 3-star? Kurakumo Wakashu. Alright. The ego is new, because I don't have any ego. Anyways. I've been trying to get this. I'm sorry. Ooh. That's the ego. Tree Gregor. We got him. I mean, that's not what I wanted. I want the 3-star for him. Lantern. Oh, it's Meat Lantern. Right? I'm pretty sure Lantern is Meat Lantern. Not quite. It's probably something different, because I think they changed the name of that one, didn't they? And then I got... I don't even know why this is in the rotation. You're guaranteed to get it anyways. It's not Meat Lantern, it's a new one. Eh, that's fine. 3-star Gregor is really good. I want it for the appearance, but... But yeah, most of the 3 stars are going to be good. It's called Fey Lantern. Oh, okay. Some more 2 stars, that's nice. They're all the same ones again. Alright. Like I said, we're not going to get too much. Hey, Ari. How's it going? How's it gold? Oh, hello. There's a 3-star. Alright. Hey, Startup. How are you? It's another Gregor. There we go.
작전에 함께 투입돼서 영광입니다.
Why is there a rainbow around him? G-Corp Manager Corporal. There we go. Well, I pulled it on the Gregor one, so it was bound to happen. Right? And the 2-star is, yet again, the other Gregor. Alright, with that done, I can start doing standard extraction now, because that's the Gregor I wanted. I would be worried if I didn't pull it exactly. Managed to get fined twice, and I have no idea how the second fine came to be. No clue. Actually got a job testing video games. Nice. Have time to catch streams, but hope you catch some soon. Also, I take it you're a sane person and didn't re-roll your account? No, I didn't. I don't even know that that was a thing, to be honest with you. But we still have some lunacy. I can do 2 more 10 pulls. Just because you are so fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna... 2 more egos! Okay. I got the lantern one for Gregor, yeah. Alright, I guess my luck isn't terrible then. We're gaming? That's Ishmael's.
따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
That's the fire one. Kebab. I don't even know what this is. Ardor Blossom Star. It's a he.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니.
Oh, I got the one for
넌 반드시
him.
부서진다.
I saw Scorp get this one on stream. It's for Mursal. Stop getting lucky. What is Pursuance Rare? Because I'm now the second person I know that has this. It looks cool, yeah. I agree with that. And I already had the two... Oh, it was him. Alright, last one, and then we can actually play the video game. 3 2-stars. Are any of them new? That is the question.
공평하게
Yes.
죽음을.
She Section 5 Heathcliff.
아무튼 다 박살내러 왔다.
His ego's cracked. The healing effect is so useful. I mean, healing is good. Oh.
예술의 극치를 본 적 있나?
7
난
Section
그걸
6
찾기 위해
Ryoshu.
왔어.
Alright, well that wasn't bad then. We only got 1 3-star. It's kind of... No, we got 2. We definitely got 2, because we got one for Ryoshu. It's this game my pea-brain can't understand. How are you, Sipples? How are you, AJ? It is a test. These have stories to them, don't they? I thought... No, I can't click on it yet, so they're probably not written for all of them. Oh right, you have ego. It's a he ego. I'm just equipping all this because I'm assuming it's better. You need to unlock the oh, by leveling them up? That makes sense, I guess. Oh, I don't want it to show new. There we go. Okay, so we've got some nice stuff now. Need to up-tie to 3? Okay. I don't know why I went all the way back, but... I want to at least read one.
충성!
Oh.
앞으로도 최선을 다해서 보필하겠습니다. 관리자님.
Oh, it actually makes the appearance different. Okay. Oh? A child slammed on and on. He could have been hacking away. Or perhaps he was stabbing. A metal emblematizing... Is that a real word? His rank rested at the corner of his chest as if to acknowledge the troubles he went through. The child's eyes, ones which once shone with a vigorous gleam, have now been drained of any color. Was there any meaning to that war? The conflict of interests between multiple wings? Perhaps, but were the interests of the many children who fought in the war part of them? It certainly would be nice if they were. Because for this child, there's no desire or wish of any kind on his face as he skewers the hearts of one enemy after another. The child used to salute with pure passion in his eyes only a short time ago, but that span wasn't so short in his memory. And his tired and battered mind eventually settled on the conclusion that stifling his emotions amidst bloodshed was the right way to be, or so it would seem. Alright. If that is for your sake, then in its own way, it's the right thing to do. Okay. I didn't know they would have actual cutscenes for the stories. I thought it would just be stuff you get free lunacy for uptying stuff? Okay. I want to see what this does. Oh my. That is strong. The 30% of damage dealt is bonus damage if target has rupture? The heck is rupture? Oh wait, that's fragile, right. Does not die. Look, I wanted him anyway, because G-Corp being the bug people was a really cool thing to learn. His passives too, yeah. At less than 25% HP, heal gluttony resistance divided by 3% HP. I see. And if he's not being used, the ally with the lowest HP heals 5 after winning a clash. How far are you in the game? 1-3. Yes, please.
길바닥 인생한테 뭐 하나 더 해준다고 달라질 건 없어. 어차피 계속 여기에 붙어 있을 것도 아니고. 그래도 뭐 기분은 좋네.
By the way, Rodion is better than Ryoshu. I'm about to start a fight. You gotten any other egos? Yes. I just got a bunch today. We both know how much money you're keeping in that safe. The child said smugly, her smirk exuding an air of sharp cynicism. The Kurokuma clan isn't too different from most syndicates. Their day job is to shake down households and businesses in the back streets, squeezing out every bit of spare change, all of which they label as protection fees. Curiously, the child was being particularly harsh on this establishment out of all the other places. Perhaps she heard somewhere that this man was an infamous miser and figured his money would feed her starving goons. The child looked as if she could wrench the man by the collar and behead him at any moment, but something was holding her back. She's probably hoping to stay out of trouble, since unauthorized action is forbidden in her syndicate. Oh, how fortunate for him. It looks like a guide has arrived to distract her. Rhodia, we've got GN finally taking hands off these shoddy missions. Okay, so there's good news, huh? The acronym-loving guide nodded with a fellow smirk, then added as she lit her cigarette. We're about to have our swords dance with the blade lineage. Ah, right. I have Pursuance, Lantern, and the Ardor one that Ishmael has. Which I can't remember the name of. What are these? At 5+ poise, counter skills use skill 3. Ah! Yeah, that's pretty solid. And one ally with the lowest speed deals plus 10% slash damage. Okay. Which other one can we do? Because we can do one more. Do we do Kurokuma or Blade Lineage? Do you have L Corp Faust? No. I have, like, the LCB one, but I don't have L Corp. The Ardor Blossom Star is what it is. Ryoshu? Yeah, I'm fine with upgrading Ryoshu's as well. I'll probably end up using her in battle now that she has something. So... It costs 100 to get one to max. G-Corp Otis.
궁극의 검수를 보여주지.
She's literally, not Jin, the other guy. Yang. Base sinners are good. Oh, I know. People have already told me that. Have you had some luck for your polls? I mean, I just did have some, yeah. Door. I remember that door. It's weird. The child gave her sole audience a confident glance and puffed out a cloud of cigarette smoke. So Hosa, isn't this a work of art? The broom passed through her blade, of smoke being cleanly cut in twain. I must admit, you really do have a way with swords. Although I suppose your insolence towards an advisor is only forgiven thanks to your usefulness. You'd have lost fingers and much more otherwise. Do tell me when that time comes. I've got a couple of great ideas for how to cut them. The aide gave a bitter smile. Perhaps it's not the generosity of this child, but the audacity of a subordinate who can wield blades like it's second nature that keeps the Hosa from cracking a whip. The Hosa. So Hosa's the name of, like, a boss, then. Title. I have good news for you, Ryoshu-kun. A strife is in sight. That's good news indeed. The child's eyes narrowed, her mouth bent into a grin, and her fingers twitched. Fighting against, what's-his-face, yeah. Blade Lineage. Using Ryu Gregor over G-Corp sometimes. I just wanted the G-Corp one, personally. Inflict bleed, apply bleed, inflict 3 offense level down. That's pretty decent. Apply bleed, inflict damage down, inflict bleed. That's paralysis, okay. Deal Plus, lust resist % damage to targets with bleed, or one ally with the highest speed inflicts 1 bleed. Alright, that's kind of... I don't know how good that is, for the record. I can probably upgrade the Blade Lineage one too, can't I? How many threads do I have? Yeah, I can do this and one of the 2 stars. Because I know...
풀어질 때까지 함께하겠소.
People are going to want to see the 3 stars most. So I'll do those first, whenever I can. Though I merely yearn to gaze out the window, here the paper covering its openings obstructs the moonlight, much to my heart's discontent. The child looking up at the paper window with his dissatisfied, narrowed eyes didn't seem to give any attention to his interlocutor. That is a word. Your deck is the ultimate bleed? Is it all just bleed, what I have? Because I have been getting a lot of Kurokuma stuff. Some of those 3 stars aren't as cool as the 2 stars. I believe that. You're the one who said you wanted to sleep in a tile-roofed house. Sip. The sound of tea passing his lips sounded his disapproval. Additionally, moving to the south was also your idea, Yi-sang. So Otis has a 3-star Blade Lineage thing, then. Well, I do not deny that. Receiving the other child's flack, the child known as Yi-sang slowly turned his head to face her. We were in need of a new territory from which to extort, were we not? I believe I offered an apt solution. You just won't back down, will you? That is supposed to be a question. Yielding is not a behavior that aligns with me. Why don't you take up the mantle for us in that case? What made you recommend me to be the leader instead? Excess labor does not mirror my ideal performance, both mental and manual. Says the one nicknamed Slayer for taking an excess of lives, huh? It is my preference to be wholly focused when I am doing my job. Whilst engaging in the rhythmed exchange, the child with dark bags under his eyes stopped to recall something, then added. In addition, I remember you once asked this. You're usually a laid-back jokester, so what transforms you into a cold-blooded killer whenever a sword is in your hands? That I did. I hope today's exchange has provided an answer. Sip. The child nonchalantly nursed his tea after that. The look on the other child's face shows discomfort among many other things, but to describe them all in detail would be a disservice. Isn't that right? I'm glad that it gives you, like, rewards for upgrading. Gain poise and plus 50% damage on critical hit. Okay. Clash win is poise. This is poise. This isn't even bleed. On Clash win, gain poise. One ally with the highest SP gains 1 poise. Okay. Alright, the question is, which 2-star do we upgrade? Can I do a poll? I don't know what you would do a poll on. Oh, my trauma. Pinata party. G-Corp Otis is really good. Do I have G-Corp? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, I can do G-Corp Otis. Why not? I used her a little bit. It's protection-based, okay.
충성! 최선을 다하겠습니다.
Yeah, Ishmael. Is LCCB assistant management really good? Judge presiding in the military court? Please state the corporate entities that colluded with you in the war. F-Corp and E-Corp. So F-Corp, E-Corp, and G-Corp were all very deeply involved in the Smoke War, then. Any others? The child was vexed by the question, especially so as she knew that having the expected answer come out of her mouth would put her standing in jeopardy. The old L-Corp. What you've just testified would signify that you fought alongside the instigator of the war. You admit this. I was only following G-Corp's orders as an employee. Manager Otis, please. Annoyed by the child speaking out of turn, the judge lifted a hand to stop her from further interruption. Manager Otis. Listen, the war has ended. Furthermore, it was your side that won. G-Corp acquired what it sought, decades worth of energy from byproducts of the smoke. This court is not being held to find you responsible or punish you. Do you understand? As if, the child thought to herself. The victory of G-Corp's alliance does not mean that its influence extends to the whole city. Rather, it comes with a problem. As the war involved the inextricably intertwined interests of several wings, the victor will need its justifications. For those sorts of matters, the obvious move for a company would be to appear as innocent as possible in the public eye by reprimanding an easy target. And that's why I'll be thrown to the wolves, she concluded. Yeah, I guess G-Corp won the war then. I understand, Your Honor. So, one of the sides then was E, G, F, and L Corp together. Okay. The plus next to the coins is how much damage added if it lands. Okay. There is no % for winning. That's fine. Alright. Difficulty level 2, clear within 10 turns. We watched Mephistopheles as it consumed the corpses, its maw looking more reliable than the sinners. I knew something was up from the moment I saw this bus for the first time, but what is this thing exactly? Faust seems to have something to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using this team for now, since the max level is 15 apparently. Rodion would win Monopoly? That's definitely true. She is the gambler of the group, I suppose.
단테, 이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야? 배부르게 밥을 먹은 지가 언제더라. 기계 덩어리 팔자가 더 낫네.
제공되는 식사는 모두 정량이에요.
그 정도 먹어서는 기운이 안 난단 말이야.
They're discussing it like they're serving meals to the bus in a restaurant. Level max is 30? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. I thought I heard Heathcliff shout, "You think I'm doing this on a full stomach?" in the distance, but Rhodia seemed to pretend she heard nothing. Speaking of, does this bus run on stuff like blood or protein?
엔케팔린이에요. 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서 추출했던 에너지죠.
Who voted on glue? The dude probably doesn't even know what Monopoly is. But yeah, I think Rodion would win too.
이전 엘사 말이군요. 특이점으로 에너지를 생산하는 회사라고 들었어요. 엘사가 몰락한 지금은 잔해밖에 남지 않았지만.
맞아요. 그래서 지금은 구하기가 꽤 힘들어요.
Hey, Ishmael is knowledgeable.
하지만 메피스토펠레스는 신체에서 엔케팔린을 강제로 추출할 수 있죠.
Yeah, so basically Limbus Company is L Corp for all intents and purposes, because they're doing the same thing that L Corp was doing. The body? I posed a question, watching Otis give orders to the other sinners, then glancing to the maw of the bus in turn.
네. 엔케팔린은 뇌와 척수신경에서만 추출돼요. 특히나 생명 활동이 있을수록 효율이 좋죠.
So that's why they want them alive, because it produces more. That makes sense. So that's why Virgilius told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay, and?
그럼 해당 부위만 먹여도 되는 거 아니야? 라기엔 피와 근육도 연료로 쓰일 수 있어요.
That's about what I expected. Yeah, Limbus Company. It's still a company, not a corporation, but that's what I'm assuming is going to happen.
엔케팔린이 시동과 추력을 위해서 필요하다면 나머지 생체 물질은 순항할 때 사용되죠. 엔케팔린이 되도록 천천히 소모되게 하기 위한 설계죠.
하이브리드요.
A hybrid, thanks Yi-Sang. Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle's fuel is taken from the branch facilities, and that it won't be a sufficient source on its own. But most of it went in one ear and out the other. Well, that's complicated. I got that it's tough work at least.
뭘요? 파우스트는 고생하지 않는답니다.
I don't like Faust. Mostly because she speaks in the third person, but
고생은 우리가 하고 있지. 이봐, 관리자 양반 또 온다고.
ah, okay. More incoming. Yeah, this chapter is going to be very easily because they definitely don't expect you to have fully upgraded identities for chapter 1. Heathcliff is just mean. He's not, like, a bad person, I would say. Yeah, we're just gonna... No, we want to use the brown ones. For some reason, I think Gregor is going to be... Well, obviously Rodian's the best one of this team.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
검을
흉터의 결과야.
Wow.
꽤잘
I just watched...
역시 모르네.
I just watched Ryoshu one-shot a guy. Okay. Looks like green or brown. I'm gonna go with brown then.
명령대로.
Hello. 17. Oh my goodness.
꽤잘 갈렸군.
그렇게 무르진 않네. 역시 모르네.
They're too strong. Dawn is a little gremlin on crack. That's a pretty accurate description of Dawn, yeah.
역시 내가 못 빼는 건 없어.
Yeah, something tells me that Rhodia is going to be the strongest member of our team for a while now. See? There's nothing I can't cut. True. Yuri? Why do I have 114 in Kepler? What? When did that happen? Difficulty level 2. When the bus had just about finished its meal, Virgilius shouted to me that we're expecting a guest. I'm curious to see who'd be joining us on this less than pleasant trip. Oh, I get 5 for this one.
돌격
Alright.
준비 완료.
Time for you to join, Otis. It goes over the cap. The refill is additive? Why? It feels like it should just max it out to where the bar is set, but okay.
단테, 이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는
To be
거야?
fair, I had more
어이,
than you can have at the start.
적당히 끝내라. 곧 손님이 방문할 거야.
I have 300. Alright, fair enough. Vigilius said, poking his head out the window. A guest? Who?
처음으로 가는 던전이니까 길잡이가 필요할 것 같아서요.
A dungeon.
저 혹시 림버스 컴퍼니에서 오신 분들 맞나요?
Hello, Yuri. Red name, alright. Someone approaches us slowly.
맞나 보네요.
Looks like it. Bus had just about finished its meal, crunching on the last remaining bone chips. Best character? Yuri watched it indifferently before introducing herself.
예전 엘사에서 근무했던 유리예요. 잘 부탁합니다.
L-Corp member. Shame. By L-Corp, do you mean...
그 로보토미 코퍼레이션이겠군.
Thank you, Gregor. Clerk? Probably an agent, actually.
네, 우리는 로보토미 코퍼레이션 구 엘사의 옛 지부들로 향합니다.
저라면 불러도 절대 안 왔을 것 같은데.
If I were you, I wouldn't have taken part in this. You literally work for me. Why is she saying that?
추락한 날개라니. 분명 끝이 좋지 않았을 텐데요.
무슨 소리야? 날개고 뭐고 돈만 함께라면 뭐든 유쾌한 기억이 된다고.
Alright, she would think that.
거기는 아직도 괴물로 득실된다는 소문이 있던데.
괴물이 아니라 환상체요. 어쨌든 사실이에요. 하지만 더 중요한 것들이 있죠. 지부 가장 깊숙한 곳에 최근에 피어나기 시작한 엘사의 기술의 핵심 정수가 존재해요.
There are only 3 chapters right now, right? Because I know they're adding another chapter soon, but I feel like there's only 3. And then it's just the mirror dungeons, which I mean I'll stream those too, probably.
단테, 며칠 전에 내가 제안했던 걸 기억합니까? 성의를 새기게 해줄 거라고 말했는데.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is though, Virgil.
정수, 황금가지를 모아온다면 그 정도는 어려운 일도 아니게 될 겁니다.
The word aspect still makes my head ache. What was I trying to do?
억지로 떠올리려고 할 필요는 없습니다. 그때가 되면 전부 알게 될 테니까요.
I returned a slow nod to Faust's placid advice. Alright, for now, I should focus on what I currently know and see. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we're scouring, we might find some in Kaplan too.
아, 그러면 더 이상 사람들을 갈아 넣지 않아도 되겠네요.
Sinclair is a good boy. He deserves headpats.
거기다가 운이 좋으면 에고까지 얻을 테니 일석삼조네요.
Ego? That's another unknown term that makes my head tilt. But in any case, it seemed rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And someone else seemed to agree.
유리 씨는 무슨 일 하며 지냈나?
What have you been up to since the layoff? Gregor gave his best shot at making some conversation with a well-meaning smile to put the newest passenger at ease. His brows seemed to twitch due to a lack of practice, but it's no big deal.
내가 보아하니
Oh no.
그대는 해결사일 것 같소. 그들에게서는 모두 고결한 영웅의 냄새가 난다고 하더군.
She's so... Don. As Yuri was nodding lightly, I heard Ishmael let out a deep sigh.
어디서 그런 소식을 들었는지 모르겠지만 해결사는 그런 영웅들이 아니에요. 초라한 봉급자의 부질없는 냄새라면 몰라도.
Something tells me that the fixer that Don is idolizing was one that acted like that. But that's not really the story of Don Quixote, so...
금세 다른 밥벌이를 찾는 게 쉽진 않았을 텐데 용케 해냈군.
아직은 계약직이에요.
아하, 굳이 다시 이곳으로 기어들어온 이유도 그거였겠네요.
Don will get better, worse, in next chapter. Well, I expect her to be crazy at all times, because she is crazy.
예전 직장으로 돌아가서 크게 한탕이라도 치면 팀장 자리라도 주겠대요?
실적을 세우면 계약 기간은 늘어날지도 모르죠.
그렇지. 보통 계약직 시절은 실적 하나에 목숨을 걸어야 할 때니까.
Oh, gee, Gregor is not comfortable.
아, 그거 참 부질없는 목숨이네요.
어이, 아까부터 왜 이렇게 비꼬는 거야? 뭐가 그렇게 마음에 안 들어?
Is something a problem?
글쎄요. 처음부터 끝까지 마음에 안 드는 거 천지라.
Dang. She's just sad. Seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude, Yuri quietly took an empty seat. Looking back and forth between the two, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. I can't seem to get used to being around these people.
빨리 배어드는 편이 편할 겁니다, 단테.
I like a few of them, definitely. Wide big bong bee.
카론, 출발하지. 손님께서 자리에 앉았다.
메피 배 빵빵. 카론도 빵빵.
Mephie's tum revived. She also rhymes at all times. I really hate looking at Dante. He's just a Tumblr sexy man. His head is a clock. What are you talking about? Voice acting is goated in Limbus. I like the voice acting in these games, just generally. Skill issue symbols. True. Alright, you are just backup for everybody else, pretty much. But that should be fine. Emergency rations? Oh, so that's the thing that's getting the heal from Gregor's ability. That's nice.
명령대로.
11. There's the Okay, Eviscerate is insanely good.
허점을 찾았습니다.
흉터의 결과.
But I guess we kind of already knew
꽤
that.
잘 갈렸군.
I love Virgil's voice in this. It's very deep. What are you? You're different. Head Hooligan. He has a guard thing. Okay. So he's stronger than the rest. And he already has a guard. Okay. Alright, we should be fine, though. What does yellow do for me? Protection and rupture. Yeah, that's fine. So 2 of that, 2 dark blue, and a brown. Dominating? I don't know what dominating means, but okay.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
What was I actually going to ask? I was going to ask if there's ever challenges that aren't finish in 10 or less turns. Oh, he's dead. That guy lived somehow? Okay. Yeah, it gets hard. Okay, fair enough. This is the same move no matter what. Yeah, we can go with emergency rations. Why not? We're at full health, but whatever. Oh, he's very dead. Trust me, later it is pretty easy to see why it is not. Dominating is maximum, hopeless is the
관리자님
lowest.
덕분에 승리를 거둘 수 있었습니다.
Well, Gregor is always going to be the most valued employee. Let's be honest. He's the best one. It's just true. It's just called a map. But half of Americans don't even own maps. Our guest was a fixer named Yuri, a former employee of Lobotomy Corporation. Seeing as she showed an indifferent response to the bus devouring bodies, she must have gone through a lot herself. But then she grows nervous as she checks the map and looks at the driver's seat. 12 for this one? Okay, whatever. I have a bunch of boxes and I know what that's for.
이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야?
저 근데
Sometimes the game just hates you. It nerfed the last stage of Chapter 2 because it was too hard. I heard that, yeah.
지도는 제게 있는데요. 길은 어떻게 알고 가는 건가요?
If I have the map, how do you know what roads to take? Answerless, the bus keeps speeding away.
그건 말이지. 감이지. 카른의 감.
Charon is great. Need help? No, I don't need any help right now. I know there's you have to have them on their friends list. I know. Rolling plus 10 going on the enemy 4 times.
네? 분홍머리. 카른 앞을 이상한 종이로 막는 이유가 뭐야?
Her face is just so ridiculous. I've seen this image before. It is so stupid.
계속 이상한 방향으로 가니까 그렇죠. 이 지도를 보세요. 우리가 가는 쪽은 남동쪽 방향인데.
Charon reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance as she couldn't ignore the thing right in front of her eyes. Yuri's only grade 8, by the way.
마음이 향하는 곳, 그곳에 진짜 길이 있을지니. 옳소! 우리는 모두 마음이 향하는 곳으로 나아가야만 하네.
Of course, Don would agree with him. Or her.
그냥 지도 보는 법도 모르는 길치라는 거잖아요.
It's just admitting that you can't read a map.
제가 하고 싶은 말을 대신 해주실 줄이야.
Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync.
오, 우리 기사님 친구라도 생겼나 봐.
You could say that.
분홍머리가 계속 제잘거려. 난 길을 알고 있단 말이야.
I know the way. Do you?
아니 그러니까 방향이 잘못. 앞에 또 장애물이야. 부릉부릉 할까?
Do I vroom-vroom?
아니, 카론. 기다려봐.
어이! 버스가 근사해 보이는데 나도 좀 타보자.
메피스토펠레스의 후식 시간인 모양이군.
Wow.
내리지. 아직 밥을 더 먹여야겠어.
Get on down. I guess that is a saying. Yuri's best side character. I mean, she's basically just Ishmael, but not trapped on the bus. Right? Alright, it looks like we're going to be fighting the same enemy types for a while. But it gave me a triple green on turn 1, so I don't think we're in any danger. What does purple do? Poise, sure. Inflict 10 bleed on crit. I suppose. I'll worry about defensive stuff when we actually get to some of the harder fights. Flank thrust.
흉터의 결과요.
It only rolled 8 that time, Sag. Alright, there's a big... Ooh. Scruffy veteran? I guess he does have the bug limbs. He's using a lot of brown. So these defensive blocks don't roll a lot. They're like 8. Yeah, we should be fine. There's no risk here, I don't believe. Alright, we've got 2 yellow, 2 blue. For this one. Yeah, that's fine.
거치적거리지만 마.
17 cleanup. Man, re-kick you in the balls.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
Yeah, I figured chapter 1 would be pretty easy. I mean, do you remember chapter 1 in lore? Like I guess it's just a block here. Why is this here, actually? Sure. I think we determined that we do keep them between turns, so...
죄를 새겨주겠어. 흉터의 결과요.
You had to take the red mist to kill those rats once. I did do that. That's
관리자님
true.
덕분에 승리를 거둘 수 있었습니다.
I want to see what actual things it tracks. Dealt. Damage dealt and taken. That makes sense. Nobody's even taking damage in these fights. It also looks like first clear gives you some of the currency as well. I keep calling it the currency. It's called lunacy. The trio. I was shocked to learn that. Charon has virtually no sense of direction. Though I guess it's fortunate that it's come to light this early into the trip. Yuri took matters into her own hands and started teaching her how to read a map, and Sinclair joined too. They're rather noisy, but still, I can't say that hate to see it. I can't say that Watson. Watson, it's probably not even Watson. Like, he's not the only person that does the translation, so. There's a missing I in there. Yeah, don't post any spoilers. Like, try not to talk too much about the other chapters. You can talk about how they're difficult, but don't tell me anything story-related. EX objectives. Oh, so this gives you 40. Okay.
최선을 다해 임하겠습니다.
I've spoiled milk.
카론,
The milk.
이쪽이
It's had on the fridge.
동쪽일까요? 서쪽일까요?
Oh, it was an identity. Yeah, don't talk about identities either. I'll get them when I get them.
카론은 2가지 방향만 알아. 메피의 앞쪽과 뒤쪽.
That's not directions. She really is just a child.
지금까지 방향도 모르는 사람이 어떻게 운전기사를 했대요?
카론, 그러니까요. 해가 뜨는 쪽이...
Sinclair, no. At the driver's seat, 3 heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others. That's actually true. Charon and Sinclair are the same height.
꼬맹이, 너도 저기 끼어 있어야 하는 거 아니야?
Gonna be a whole chapter where we get lost because FOF isn't there. I wouldn't be surprised. Dante gets his clock head stuck out the window and says, "Virgil, help me, I'm stuck." And Virgil just slaps his ass and his clock falls off. I know the meme. Stop that. Enough of the meme. Please. Virgil is mad. Constant. Help me, Step Vigilius. Stop that.
무례한 소리! 난 어린이가 아니라네! 꼬맹이는 더더욱 아니고!
Did Rhodia call Dawn Chiquita because her hair kind of looks like the same color as a banana? Watching Don Quixote shake her fist sky high at Rhodia, I noticed a bitter gaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. I'm starting to think that Yuri gal might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor turned around to take a glance in my direction, then shook his head and went back to looking at the driver's side with his chin resting on his hand.
딱히 어린 편도 아니야. 일단 칼을 쥘 수 있으면 전쟁에 참전부터 시키는 둥지도 있었으니까.
Dang. Nests. A nest was basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past. Did that happen often?
아주 없는 일은 아니었지. 관리자 양반, 전쟁에 대해 궁금한 게 많나 봐.
Yeah, he's definitely a smoke war veteran. There's no other explanation. Hey, Adrelian, how are you? Oh, I'm not really curious about the details. Just gathering info I should know as the manager. As I was about to go on, a glimpse of Gregor's expression I caught from the side stopped me in my tracks. His eyes seemed to be fixed somewhere far more distant than the driver's seat.
그런 자세를 뭐라고 하고 싶은 건 아니야, 관리자 양반. 오히려 좋은 자세 아닐까? 상관의 귀감 아닐까 싶은데.
He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket.
그래도 개인적으로는 모를 수 있을 때 모르는 게 기회일지도 모른다고 생각해. 일단 알게 되면 다시는 모를 수 없게 될 테니까.
I feel bad for him. Like, he's like the most relatable character so far, because he's the only one that actually really interacts with you. Without another word, he lit his cigarette.
아니요, 방금 저쪽에서 우회전을 했어야죠.
괜찮아요, 카론. 조금만 더 가서 꺾어도 올바른 길로 갈 수 있어요.
아, 기사의 삶은
The
고단해.
woes of a driver.
뭐 지금 더 급한 건 목적지로 가는 길을 아는 것 같네. 그렇지, 관리자 양반?
Gregor cackled with cigarette smoke still in his mouth. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on the other things for now. An urgent matter showed up right before our bus-shaped doorstep, too.
옥신각신은 그쯤 해라. 전방에 다시 적이다.
내 친구들을 버스에 쳐넣다니 미친 새끼들! 제정신이야?
How can they keep up with us? We're in a vehicle and they're on a foot.
가만 안 둔다. 버스만 가지려고 했는데 너네도 전부 죽인다.
베르, 연료들이 시끄러워. 카론, 2명 이상 시끄러우면 어지러워.
걱정할 필요 없다, 카론. 이제부터 조용해질 테니.
They'll shut their mouths soon
정원,
enough.
하차.
The text perfectly covering Charon's eyes. Dang. How many times are we turning because of driving, trying to teach Charon where to go? A lot. She's not a very good driver, if you couldn't tell. Oh, this is like perfect.
거치적거리지만 마.
No, stop hurting Otis. Oh, there's the 23.
역시 모르네.
I don't actually know what causes that. I should probably look so that I'm aware. Alright, here's the part that annoys me. We have to use all of those and just to hit the guy once. And then proceed to the next wave. Hey, 4 enemies. Neat. Obviously, Sinclair kills God. That's like the kind of the story behind it. Also, hello, Nubernat. Or Coing hit. Yeah, I want to
어머,
actually see what
일할 때
that is.
건드는 건 싫은데.
I guess it's just the coin, because there's nothing else that really does anything like that. Alright, we've got 3 greens here, and that's the only real chain we've got. But we'll have a bunch of browns next turn, so...
혈이 낭자오.
Greg really has a move called Dismember. Like, each move can flip a coin. If it lands on heads, it increases to the number above the main circle. I don't know where the main circle... Oh, this? No, that's speed. I have 4 browns. I'll have to probably read up on that, because I don't entirely know what you mean yet. Wait, no, it's better to have 2 triples.
거치적거리지만 마.
Still need 3-star Gregor myself. Apparently it's insanely good. I definitely like the design of it, so I'm gonna keep using it. There's 11 HP that he didn't need. Click on one of the skills, sees info on the top left. Oh, okay. There's plus above the moves there. I wasn't really looking.
다시 지도를 보자고요.
Post-battle cutscene.
카론, 딴청 피우면 안 된다니까요.
Non-stop lifesteal is beautiful. Some coins are negatives. That's probably why stuff keeps getting its rolls lowered, right? Looking at the trio arguing over the map once again, a question arose in my mind. By the way, this bus was specifically made for Limbus Company, right?
정확히는 저희들만을 위한 버스라고 해야겠네요.
Yeah, didn't she make it? Isn't that basically what I said?
그게 그 뜻 아니냐고 생각하고 계신 것 같네요.
That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something?
그 정도는 째깍이지 않아도 알 수 있어요. 파우스트는 모르는 것이 없으니까요.
I really don't like her. Anyway, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side. Oh, thank you for the follow. I'm the Walrus Man. I had to scroll up. Thank you, A2 Yora unit. By the way, thank you for pushing me over 1,700 followers, by the way. This happened during the week when I wasn't even streaming. But I appreciate it.
예상한 만큼 걸려서 만들었을 뿐이에요.
It only took the expected amount of time. Alright. She's downright oppressive to talk to.
파우스트는
Agreed.
천재예요. 도시의 모든 것을 알고 있죠.
Faust is a big nerd. Not as big of a nerd as Yi Sang, though, because she literally called him a nerd, I'm pretty sure. She's cute, she gets a pass. That is not how this works.
어이, 그렇게 뛰어나시다면 저 앞에 가서 길부터 찾아주지 그래. 아까부터 저것들이 시끄러워서 잠을 못 자겠잖아.
A fair complaint.
파우스트는 오지랖쟁이가 아니에요. 묻는 것에는 대답하지만 묻지도 않은 것을 말하지는 않아요.
Alright, ads. Sure, you horny.
그리고 인간이 무언가를 깨닫기 위해 골똘한 고민을 하는 건 가장 즐거운 일이랍니다.
Joel, that's...
산통을 깨고 싶지 않네요.
That statement can be misconstrued a bit. Similar to the oppressive old hag club. How old is she? I can't really tell how old she actually is.
뭘 골똘히 고민을 해봤어야 공감을 하죠.
I saw Heathcliff's grip on the Bat Titan, however. With Virgilius casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. Yeah, it seems like she'd be kind of middle-aged, if I were to guess. You have to take the anime art style into account. Even really old people can sometimes look young in this art style. I wonder why they're so vitriolic.
나랑 마음이 꽤 맞는 것 같네, 관리자 양반.
Yeah, Gregor is just a friend. With Gregor's snickers, the bus started again. So there's a second part to this level, then, is what I understand. Or, nope, it's just part of a cutscene.
관리자님 덕분에 승리를 거둘 수 있었습니다.
Manager level increased. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right, let me read this. It's a skill. I don't know what I'm looking for. Is it only in combat that you can see this? Counter skills use skill 3. The really small plus 16 above the skill icon. Oh, that! Okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering what that was. So if it gains power, if it has the successful coin, it gains that. Got it. Ah, that one's kind of weak then, in comparison. It inflicts a lot, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. That's fine then. Good. That is my question, so... Pests! 7 is base hits, but plus 16 is heads, yeah. It's per coin too, so multi-coin skills can... Oh, so if Sharpened Blade gets 2 heads, then it gets plus 6. That's decent. Rhodia looks out through the window at the back streets before flinching abruptly. Her eyes fell on a group of people with the heads of bugs. Then Gregor's expression shifted as well. It was not out of flinching disgust like with Rhodia, though. Yeah, because those are his former co-workers, right?
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
그래, 혹시 전투들과 아는 사이야?
That's almost just rude.
응? 무슨... 이 뒷골목에 내가 아는 얼굴이 있을...
Gregor's face goes dark the moment he looks out the window. Bug heads? Unlike the other miscreants we've run into, they were part insectoid.
단테, 머리가 시계라서 다행이야. 저런 거였음 쳐다볼 때마다 헛구역질했을 것 같아.
That's just rude. Also, that's something to note. Rhodia hates bugs.
저거 그레고르 씨랑 같은 강화 시술 아니에요?
저런 징그러운 벌레 대가리를 일부러 붙여놓는다고?
They do that on purpose?
가까이 붙지 마. 너한테도 해충병 없는다.
I don't know what this... Actually, yeah, I do. It's in it. That's what that means.
정말이에요?
장난이야. 내 개그 센스가 이상한 건가?
My sense of humor not fly with kids those age. Unwittingly makes a pun. For some weird reason, one of the enemies is already at 9 HP and staggered. Oh. Bugs. It's a Project Moon game. There are going to be tons of bugs. In more ways than one, apparently. While Gregor was left scratching his head, the bus made a languishing sound and came to a slow, deflating halt.
과거 쥐사에서는 대부분의 직원들이 그레고르 씨처럼 생체무기 시술을 받았어요.
그레고르 씨, 예전 쥐사 출신이었어요? 그때 쥐사라면...
Hey, Contrarian. Is that in a dungeon? It might be something like that, yeah. There's tons of bugs, true. Ishmael frowned as if she remembered something unpleasant, but didn't speak further. Gregor wore a smile on his mouth, but its hardened eyes were resting downcast, just as a moment ago. Yeah, because he said that it wasn't his choice to have it, wasn't it?
저런 분들은 평소엔 어디서 주무시는 건가요?
Alright, this is like the first time that Honglu has spoken since the intro of the entire game.
세상에는 하늘을 천장 삼고 별을 조명 삼아 사는 사람들도 많은 법이지.
아, 풍류가 있는 분들이로군요.
He physically emotes. I don't think that's what he meant.
보아하니 저들 역시 우리의 여정을 방해할 마음인가 보군. 내려야 하지 않겠어, 그레고르?
굳이 날 찝어서 말하는 이유는?
글쎄, 남의 추억을 내 입으로 떠들고 싶진 않은 걸.
Wow, Virgil is just throwing shade at Greg.
앞장서 그레고르. 이유는 네가 잘 알잖아.
고약한 사람이네. 당신.
A group of soldiers with the heads of insects gathered near the bus.
어디 앞장서는 거 별로 안 좋아하는데.
넌 뭐야? 왜 우리랑 같은 팔을 가지고 있지?
가만, 낯익은 얼굴인데.
They literally know him. Okay.
주로 포스터나 잡지에 서식했던 적이 있지.
Gregor, do you know them from somewhere?
그런 게 중요한 건 아닌 것 같은데요, 관리자님. 옛날 이야기할 상황은 아니에요.
Fair.
신경 쓰이긴
You can
하지만
ask afterwards.
아무렴 어때? 어쨌든 이 앞으로 못 지나간다.
Is that so? I suppose we can't talk this out.
그런데 이것들은 왜 대놓고 벌레 모습인 채로 다니는 거야? 어린애들은 마주치면 눈물부터 터뜨리겠어. 그렉처럼 티라도 덜 나면 좋잖아?
내가 특이한 케이스야. 대부분은 머리통에 무조건 곤충 부분이 붙어버리거든. 이걸 운이 좋았다고 해야 할지는 모르겠지만
이유는 모르겠지만 저 사람들 우리가 로보토미 집으로 향하는 걸 막으려는 것 같았어요.
이들도 황금 가지를 노리는 거야?
그럴지도.
Bug I keep getting is cutscenes will end, then restart from the beginning. I mean, that's not hard to fix. You just skip it.
그 정수를 원하는 자는 널렸으니까. 각각이 바라는 소망도 다양할 테고. 그렇지 않나?
Where's his book?
왜 날 쳐다봐? 내가 알 리가 없잖아.
Everyone gets that one? I haven't gotten it yet. Ooh, the good music. Alright. 2 dark blue, 2 yellow. Redeem hydrate? Okay. Okay. This is certainly an opinion. But I like the music better without the guitar. It's still good, but I would prefer it better without the guitar. That was a 17-16. Oh no, it's a negative 16.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
They're using a lot of brown moves. I'm just calling them by the colors because I don't know what the actual thing is. I think it's Gluttony is brown. But we have a triple green, so this should be over now.
돌격합니다.
제대로 들어갔습니다. 처리했습니다.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
Rip that guy. Orange is Lust? Oh, okay. That's a... He's a... Wait, he didn't even take any damage. What? I thought I staggered him. Okay. That's 4 dark blue, but I'm gonna do 3 green, 3 dark blue.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Ah! What? Rude. He didn't even do any damage. What a fool.
허점을 찾았습니다.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
Blue equals gloom.dark. Thanks for making that a link, Twitch. Yeah, it doesn't really matter right now.
역시 내가 못 빼는 건 없어.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have any trouble with any of these, I'm feeling. Maybe I might struggle a little bit with the boss at the end, but that's only because I don't know how abnormality fights work yet. Also, we're at 8 out of 11, so there's only 3 more missions left of this chapter. After a number of scuffles and scrapes, we arrived at an old lobotomy corporation branch. Near the entrance, new faces were waiting for us.
최선을 다해 임하겠습니다.
This is basically just the team that we're gonna be using today, I guess.
도착했다. 역시 카로는 길을 알았던 거야. 역시는 무슨 역시예요. 저랑 싱클레어 씨가 양쪽에서 얼마나 고생했는데.
Charon is brilliant character.
그래도 이제 동남쪽과 동북쪽을 구분할 수 있어서 다행이에요, 카론.
So this is the old L Corp.
저도 직접 보는 건 처음이네요. 그 일이 있고 나서 시간이 오래 지나진 않았을 텐데요.
I don't know what that is. If they're referring to the bright nights and dark days, then that would have happened over 10 years ago in game.
세상에, 어떻게 건물이 이 모양일 수가 있죠?
부잣집 도련님한테는 익숙하지 못한 광경인가 보군.
잡담은 그만. 하차한다.
Huh. There are people over there.
유리 씨와 같은 사무소의 해결사분들이에요.
Oh, okay.
L사지부에 이미 몇 번이나 방문한 적이 있는 경험자들이죠.
인사하지. 왼쪽에 있는 분은 홉킨스 씨. 그리고 오른쪽에 계시는 분이
Hopkins
아야
and
씨다.
안녕하십니까.
She has a gun. It's a taser, not an actual gun, but
붉은 시선님, 직접 만나뵐 수 있어서 정말 영광입니다. 소문으로만 익히 들어왔었는데 이렇게 직접.
yeah, they have ranged weapons actually.
아,
Yeah.
저 앞에 허름한 창고 보이지? 안쪽에 지하로 내려가는 계단이 있다.
It's like a shotgun, the kind that you hold in your hand. It's a handheld taser, basically.
계단부터는 여기 유리 씨가 맡을 거고.
When does Limbus take place? Probably after Ruina. I say probably because we don't actually know. But we know it takes place after L Corp. So.
네.
여기 해결사 분들도 경력직이니 돌발 상황에는 잘 대처해 줄 거야. 이만하면 되었겠지. 내 동행은 여기까지다. 버스에서 너희들을 기다리고 있겠어.
Confirmed to take. Oh, you're right, because Virgil has to fight Tomari, so it has to take place after Ruina. That's right. Huh? Wait, what?
언제까지고 뒷바라지를 해주고 있을 거라 생각했다면 큰 오산입니다, 단테.
혼자서 발 뻗고 쉬고 있겠다는 건가?
애당초 내가 동행하면 너희들은 관광하러 내려가는 거나 다를 바가 없지 않겠나?
True.
한마디로 실컷 쥐어 터지고 썰리고 오라는 거군.
보통 저렇게 말하면 항상 다른 꿍꿍이가 있던데.
편한 대로 생각해. 특별히 가이드 분까지 붙여줬으니 잘 해내고 오라고.
네, 잘 해내고 오겠습니다, 붉은 시선님.
Wow.
최선을 다해보긴 할게요.
Aya is literally just cat girl. That is it. Alright, so I don't know how dungeons work. But I guess I'm about to find out. That's just more G-Corp dudes. Okay. Two light blue, two dark blue. And this one doesn't matter because it's the same thing both times.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Oh, there's a 23. There's another one. Wow, good job, Otis. What the heck?
역시 모르는
혈이
검을 덜 갈았었나?
Yeah, I had a feeling not all of them were gonna die there.
돌격합니다.
흉터의 결과요.
I do really like the
흉터의
animations in
결과요.
this. A literary post-conversation fight. Yeah. Yeah, these are just the same enemies again. Okay. That's 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 brown. It looks like.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Wait, I'm losing clashes. Stop that. Why is Otis taking damage? It doesn't matter. We're gonna win.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
제대로 들어갔습니다.
That's a lot of green. Okay. I mean, we already won. This guy's the last guy left, so.
거치적거리지만 마.
Yeah, get him, Greg. You got this. Even in terms of animation, some of the 2-star identities are a lot cooler than the 3-star ones. Well, I haven't been using the 2-star ones because the 3-star ones are more interesting.
갈갈이 베어버렸어.
Oh, Yisang
키보다
actually
정신이
doing good.
맑을 때가 없군.
And I leveled up again, so I have a ton of Enkeflin now. Yeah, I have 190. I don't see myself running out anytime soon. Grade 8 fixers. Just before we enter the LC branch facility, Virgilius stopped me all of a sudden. It seems he has something to say to me alone. This is a difficulty level 5. Hold on. Okay, it has been going up sequentially then. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going in with the same team. This team works well for now.
이번 지휘도
So why
부탁드립니다.
not? Honglu's 2-star is actually insane. The Kurokuma one? that was what I was gonna ask anyways.
잠깐 나 좀 보시죠.
While the team was busy exchanging greetings, Virgilius called me to a secluded place.
미리 말해두자면 저들은 8급 해결사입니다.
So you expect them to die, is what you're saying. Grade 8?
서열이 낮은 심부름꾼이라는 뜻입니다. 저들을 이용은 하되 의존하려 하지 말아야 할 겁니다.
I can't count on them to deal with everything for us, in other words. I nodded to let him know that I understood his point.
어쩌면 그 버스 안에서 제대로 대화라는 걸 할 수 있는 건 당신뿐일지도 모르겠어.
I am literally the only person you can't understand, though.
모운을 빕니다. 단테.
Virgilius pat my shoulder with a bitter smile before slowly making his way back to the bus. That's what he likes about Dante. True. Literally random dudes. It seems like this is just the enemy type we're going to be fighting today. in this chapter. Alright, 2 of each blue. No. We use the yellow. That way we have another brown next turn.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
There's another 23! Otis is so good! Why? She's the only 2-star that I have, and it seems like the most consistently high-rolling person we have. That's a lot of brown.
돌격합니다. 다음은 어디입니까?
I did not need to use that many resources for that, but okay. Also the only one that can't talk back, true. Alright, 5 enemies, and this guy is the strongest one. He's still weak to slash. Every single enemy has been weak to slash so far, pretty much. We'll go with brown.
명령대로.
That's a 15. Okay. Yeah, get him, Greg. This is what I like to see, is Greg just absolutely obliterating one guy. I haven't used any ego yet. Then again, I haven't really needed to.
역시 모르네.
So you need to charge the other ones more. I'm just gonna do this now because I want to see what it looks like. If it'll even activate,
거치적거리지만 마.
which it might not. I've only seen Faust's ego so far, so I'd like to see how more of them look. It lags. Suddenly one day, yep.
내 팔은 변해 있었어.
That guy's very dead. It inflicts tremor. I don't know what tremor does.
흉터의 결과요.
A red color isn't really usable. I mean, to be fair, that's true.
갈갈이 베어버렸어.
And Yisang still did better.
키보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Alright, this'll be the last one because it has the dungeon symbol on it. I'm guessing.